Well, we love that Netflix. We're always talking about it. But Troy always seems to have a problem with their movies. Well, surprise, surprise, Troy decided to pick a Netflix movie for a review this week. We're going to be talking about the new release on Netflix, I Am Mother. Did it change Troy's soured heart against the Netflix film industry? We'll find out on a very cybernetic parent edition of The Review. Hello, daughter.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hello, mother.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, welcome to the review a show where two small town dudes give you our big hellos. I am Troy to the Max Extreme.
Hi.
I think I'm gonna not get sick of that ever.
This is the whole show, folks.
Just some ASMR hellos. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Let's keep doing this.
Excuse me. Getting over a cold?
How's that sickness doing, Troy?
I'm getting it out of me. If you can hear it, I'm coughing.
Oh, for some reason, you're more jolly when you're sick.
I know. It's
Well, I listened
strange.
back to our show last week, and you were just like, you were kind of in a state of don't give a fuck so much. You're just like, whatever.
Yeah, I think I like the sound of my own hacky laugh.
No, you just like.
Yeah. So maybe there's something to that. Who
Yep,
knows?
just keep getting sick, Troy. That's
it.
all I gotta
Just
say.
live in a constant state of illness.
For the fans.
For the fans, for the show.
Do
it for the show.
Do it for the show.
We are going over, dipping into that Netflix pool and getting into I Am Mother for my pick of the week. Who knew? Everyone besides me. That Spider-Man Far From Home came out earlier in the week.
This is second week in a row where we're like, something big's out already.
God.
We're going to talk about this other thing instead.
I don't know what happened here. I just expected it to come out on Thursday.
Yeah.
Not.
And then next week we're doing Midsummer.
Regardless, we're doing I Am Mother tonight. Diving into the Netflix pool.
Yeah.
Checking out what Netflix has to offer. Every household has it.
Yeah.
Why don't we dive into something
It
that
is
every
now.
house has?
It is now martial law.
Right.
You're held at gunpoint and told purchase Netflix.
Mm-hmm. You just get an account when you're born.
Yeah,
That's it.
You get a serial number tattooed on your wrist, and then that's how you get into your Netflix.
Yeah, it's always your parents. It's your parents' account at all times. But before we get into any of that, we're going to get into some news of the week. And why not start with this?
Hi.
Speaking of... hello. Speaking of streaming services, we were talking about the Warner Brothers having their own streaming service not that long ago. Warner Media Group is probably going to end up rolling in the DC Universe app that it owns.
Yep.
Maybe HBO. All of these things into like a Warner Brothers main streaming app.
Into a big streaming megazord.
Yes. I heard that they have a likely name for it, and they're probably going to call it HBO Max.
Ooh.
That way it could also already grab in people who like HBO.
Because everyone likes HBO more anyway.
Yeah. Doesn't give a shit about Warner Brothers or anything like that. And then maybe have like a big conglomerate of a streaming service with HBO properties on there as well as Warner Brothers movies and then whatever else they want to fold in.
Yeah.
Sound like a good idea?
Sure.
Let's check out that price point.
We'll see.
We don't have a price point
What's
yet.
What's the MSRP on this? On this bad boy?
I mean, it's already $15 for HBO.
It's true.
And that's almost too much.
Man.
That was... I mean, if HBO didn't have anything good on it, ever, which it usually does...
Why can't HBO just be a flaming piece of shit?
Yeah, give it to me for $8 or whatever. But because it's got, like, quality stuff on there most of the time...
I'm pretty sure half the shows I'm watching right now are from HBO.
Yeah, I don't care that it's $15.
Putting out so much goddamn good shit.
Yeah, plus it has
stupid.
Sesame Street on there. Macy isn't in love with Sesame Street most of the time.
Yeah.
Unless it's some weird YouTube shit. But usually Sesame Street will do fine for an hour.
Yeah, they have some weird ass fucking shit on that YouTube. I've walked in on you guys like there was one where like a dude was like hitting sheep into a bush.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like
just put it on.
Then it came out pink, and you're like, "What the fuck is
pink?" And then they just say pink, and that's it.
Yeah,
he hits another sheep in a bush, and then it comes out blue. Blue.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the show.
That's the whole
millions of views.
That's the. it's one of the most popular viewed things ever
on the internet.
On the internet.
Yeah. So there you have it. Check out that YouTube stuff, would you? That's my news.
Hi. That's all you're doing?
No. No. Actually, because Spider-Man Far From Home is out now, traversing any of my news sites was cumbersome.
Oh, I'm sure. There's probably spoilers galore.
Even in headlines, it was just like, you won't believe the person who did this. And I'm like, why even say that? The movie has been out for a day.
I heard there's a pretty fetching mid-credit scene.
Mm-hmm. The same. I heard that from a good old GHD.
Ooh.
He said he went to go see it yesterday.
Yep.
That's all he said.
Think I'm going to see it tomorrow.
I'm going to go try to see it Friday. Ooh. Texted my mother. She has not yet texted me back. That could be a sign to screw off. JT, Terry Crews. You like him? Spokesman for Old Spice.
Hell yeah.
At one time.
He's got them dancing pecs.
That's right. Star of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I almost said Reno 911.
He's good in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Couldn't get into that show. Just can't do it.
I know. You said this.
All right. Well, I'm just going to re-emphasize right now.
Fair enough.
Can't do it.
Not gonna do it.
He is saying and claiming right now that White Chicks 2 is in the works.
Oh, fuck.
So if you are looking forward to a sequel to that Wayans Brothers smash hit.
I love how he came out with it. Like, the Wayans are even too ashamed. They're even too ashamed to put it out there.
I always said tight-lipped, but
come on, Terry. They'll like it more if you say it.
Yeah, yeah, probably. They'll
just shit all over us if we say that we're going to do it.
So you can look forward to that? Probably never. It'll never happen. But apparently it's in the works, so check it out sometime. JT, you done with that Walking Dead Compendium 3 yet?
I'll get it to you.
All right. Well, let me tell you right now, today, the final issue of Walking Dead came out.
The final one ever?
Yeah.
They ended it?
Surprising everyone, Robert Kirkman just was like, yeah, this is the last issue.
Oh, wow.
And it just dropped.
Now that it's an end, now I feel like I gotta read it.
And what was weird about it is that there was solicits for issues that come out in August and September, but Kirkman was like, no, it's done. And so I was like, what the hell? And so I went to go read more about it, and it's just like, no, he just decided to end it. Like, apparently in the issue, I'm not going to spoil the issue before this, but like a main character dies.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, you've been with this person for a while. Maybe we should just wrap it up. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess that's it. They're going to end, and it came out today. I guess it's 71 pages of like an oversized issue or something.
Yeah.
Just makes me think like the artist works only like a month at a time on books. So you would have to know like 3 months ago that this was going to end, and Kirkman's just dropping it now and surprising everyone.
Yeah.
That's weird. But anyway, it's
got like artwork just all laid back.
Yeah.
It's like, just throw it away.
Yeah, just pitch it. Don't worry about that. So at issue 193, The Walking Dead is complete.
Oh, what a non-round number to end on.
It's so frustrating. He did that with Invincible too. He ended like at 146 or something. Like, you were 4 away from 150 or whatever it was. You're 7 away from 200.
Just make up some shit.
Jesus. Really? You've been treading water this long for Walking Dead? You couldn't put 7 more issues in to get to 200?
There's literally books where nothing happens.
But it was good. Way better than the show. For years.
For years.
For years.
Not. What year?
What's the date? I think it's Monday. What year? Freaking Kyle Reese.
Kyle Reese. What year?
JT, speaking of this year, Stadia. Google Stadia's coming out. We talked about it a little bit last week.
Yep. You're our Google correspondent.
That's right. This just in.
Lead Google correspondent on the Sixes.
I got, at launch, these are some of the games you can expect from Google Stadia to stream.
Okay.
We have Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Okay.
We have Borderlands 3.
Okay.
Doom. Okay. Doom Eternal.
Okay.
Farming Simulator 19.
Well, getting it now.
Final Fantasy 15.
I love they have to put years behind the farming simulators. Like, what's changed in farming over the last year?
Over the last 100 years. That's probably a lot. But
you can get the latest combines in Farming Simulator 19.
Mortal Kombat 11 will be on there. NBA 2K, Rise and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and Wolfenstein Youngblood, among a few more other titles that weren't as high profile as these. JT, does that push you into maybe want to get this Google Stadia?
Does push me into wanting you to get it?
Maybe you wanting to also get it?
Okay.
You want to get it now because of all that stuff? Probably all the games I mentioned that you'd want to get, you already have.
Yeah, the ones that you said that are going to be out, that I want, I have.
Great. I still don't know any prices or anything's on these.
I mean, I'll probably wait until like my PS4 is like too old,
obsolete.
Yeah, then I'll probably just invest in a Stadia. But then I don't know what they're gonna charge per month or.
Nobody knows.
All right,
give us the deets, Googs.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Drop the deets.
Give us some.
Okay, Google. How much is a Stadia subscription?
On the website newatlus.com, they say it'll cost $9 per month, which includes access to a library of free games and discounts on others that you can buy. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
So there you go, Troy. $9.99 a month.
There you go. $9.99 a month, huh?
And that's Google. She knows.
She knows it.
She would know. She fucking works
built
for him. She's that.
She is that.
She is it.
Well, that's... oh my god, the sickness is coming out of me.
No. Oh my god, Troy's getting more entertaining as he coughs.
Oh my goodness, more flamboyant. That's all my news I got, JT. That's all I got.
Oh shit.
Picked out 5 little nuggets.
$9.99.
And you can have it at the low price for $9.99.
All right.
Per month.
Dinosaur Neil just responded to the tweet I put out about I Am Mother that we're talking about. He said, I dig this movie. Can't wait to hear your take.
Great. Good input, Neil.
And that truck also putting its 2 cents in there saying, I have a small penis. Okay.
You got anything there?
Bring it up.
All right.
Just shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth now.
Hello.
Troy, the Little Mermaid. Also
Yes.
getting one of those live action treatments.
Yes.
And they just casted their Ariel.
Yes.
And it is a singer, actress, Halle Bailey.
Oh, I thought you were going Barry there for a second.
Oh, yeah, because she would be an amazing Little Mermaid. Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey.
Who is in the show Grownish.
Okay.
Which I think is like I think it's like a playoff of Blackish.
Okay.
Where, like, I think the daughter from it's going to college or something, maybe.
Okay. Sure.
I don't know. But, no. Halle Bailey is going to be Ariel in The Little Mermaid live action.
Okay.
And, of course, there's already been some... I've already seen one tweet on Twitter already being like, look, I'm not racist.
Oh, my God.
But I'm just saying, Ariel's supposed to have red hair and white. Or it's like...
She's a mermaid.
She's a goddamn mermaid.
What do you know what a mermaid looks like?
Yeah.
God. I'm not racist, but...
Yeah, that's when you know
Jesus,
they're racist.
You idiot.
Yeah, even though I'm pretty sure I'm not racist. I've said that. But I swear I'm not racist. But I'm just saying.
Oh, no. Caught in a loop.
I'm caught in a loop. Troy, that Flash movie, I guess, is still happening.
I keep hearing more about it.
It's still happening, and they just got a director, or they're eyeing a director for it, and it is Andy Muschietti, who is the director of It.
Oh my gosh. All right.
So we'll see if this ever happens.
I saw tweets on that today where, like, if they go through with this, just teach him how to run. Because if you saw him run in Justice League, he runs like he's never had to step foot outside before.
Yeah. I think the robot from this movie needs to teach him how to run.
Yes. Yes. He flops around like a Muppet.
There's some pretty bitchin' robot running scenes in I Am Mother. We'll talk about that when
we'll get to it.
Troy, the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Still trying to get off the ground here. Of course, we got Robert Pattinson playing the Bruce Wayne, the titular Batman.
Yes.
And it looks like we may have a Catwoman.
Oh, meow.
It looks like the production is eyeing Vanessa Kirby to play Catwoman. If you don't know who she is, she's Princess Margaret on The Crown.
Oh.
And coming up in the Hobbs and Shaw that's coming out pretty soon.
Oh.
So what do you think of her as a potential Catwoman?
I'm into it. That's a good pick.
A good Selena Kyle, would you say?
Yeah, sure. So far, I think it's a great pick. So far, great cast.
Yeah.
I'm putting it out there. Great cast. Pattinson, great cast.
Great cast. Good cast.
Good casting!
Troy, you brought up that Warner streaming service that's coming out might be called HBO Max or whatever.
Yes.
It looks like something that's in the works for this streaming service could be a Gremlins prequel series.
Oh, okay.
Where the fuck these Mogwai all coming from?
That's what I always ask every day when I get up. What was with all these Mogwai? Where'd they come from?
We know the Gremlins come from the Mogwai. Where the fuck the Mogwai come from?
Time will tell, I suppose.
We'll see. So there you go. Are y'all pumped for a Gremlins prequel series, Troy?
No, not really. Okay. I mean, I like Gremlins. I don't care. I don't need to have everything explained to death. I'm not that into it that I needed to, like, have a definitive answer on where the Gremlins come from. I'm fine with just them being. That's it. Just being there. Like, yeah, there's always Gremlins. Oh, good. That's it.
All right.
Origin story done.
Yeah. Where'd the Gremlins come from? They were just here.
They were just in this freaky little toy shop or whatever.
Where'd you come from? Shut up.
Yeah. It's your birth certificate.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be a regular birther. Every time I see someone, like, what's your birth certificate? Where are you from? I don't talk to someone unless they're American. Troy, did you like Haunting of Hill House? Did you watch it at all?
Nah. I don't think I did.
All right. Well, it's good.
I heard.
I saw it. It's good. Well, the creators of Haunting of Hill House, Mike Flanagan and Trevor Macy, are apparently going to be working on another Netflix series called Midnight Mass.
Okay.
Which follows a small town where miraculous things happen when a shady priest comes into town.
Oh my god!
So I'm curious to see where this goes, because I loved Haunting Hill House. Love to see what these guys do with another story.
Okay.
And it's going to be 7 eps.
7 eps, you say?
They say it's 7 eps.
Oh my! What was Haunting of Hill House all about again?
It's
Hill house that's haunted.
Pretty much. I mean, it's pretty much a haunted house, and then you follow like the kids that grew up in it as adults and how it's like affected their lives.
Okay.
Growing up in a haunted house.
And it's great.
It's good. It's really good.
Okay. You didn't say great, so I just wondered.
It's great.
Is it great? You said it was good.
It's fucking great.
All right. We'll see, won't we?
No last bit of news, Troy. So just to shut you up. Still on the Netflix train.
Yeah.
They've made a deal with Warner Brothers TV for a Sandman adaptation.
Oh my goodness. The Neil Gaiman's own?
The Neil Gaiman's own Sandman.
Okay.
You looking forward to this, Troy?
Yeah. I've actually never read that. And right now, I think there's a Comixology sale where all of them are like 80% off.
Oh, shit.
So I might check it out. Don't tell Chelsea, but I might buy all of them.
All right.
I've been waiting to get them in like the actual physical copies. But if I can pick these up for like, pennies on the dollar.
For peanuts.
For a song. Then I might dip right in.
You're buying it as we speak right now?
Well, I'm looking to see if they're on there right now.
Just dive in, Troy. Just do it.
I'm looking.
Don't ask for permission. Beg for forgiveness.
That's my motto, I always say. Oh, I don't see it on there. Not yet.
Shit.
Not yet. Oh, wait. Yeah, it is. It's right here. Right now, you can pick up every Sandman trade at $4.99. They're usually $12.99.
Oh, fuck.
There's only however many of them. Many. There are more than 10. And counting. So, yeah. Do you want to spend a good old, probably $80 to get the whole collection? That's peanuts.
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 Peanuts on the dollar.
That's right. Peanuts for a song. Check it out sometime. You also got a Spider-Man sale going on right now, too.
Oh, my God.
Spider-Man's out.
Now,
So
it's hot.
If you're into comics,
It's hot.
pick them up, y'all.
Got that new movie out. It's hot. Talk about that next week.
Just pick them up.
Pick 'em up.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it on the street. What is this show? Well, JT, I suppose that'll just put us into stuff that...
Yeah, I don't know there's anyone dead.
Shows
so.
its hand that it is done.
Show us that it's done hand.
Show us your dead hand.
Oh, good lord. Dead
Your
man's
done
hand?
Yeah.
Aces and eights?
That's right. Show us them trailers. That's what aces and eights means. Show us them trailers. I only got 2.
All right. I also have 2. Well, Chelsea was playing trailers before we came in here.
Those are my 2.
The 3 that she showed us are your 2?
The 2 of the 3 that she showed us are my 2.
Okay. I'll just take those 2 then, too. No one wants to hear us talk about spies in disguise.
Even though that trailer was more funny than I remember the other one being. Like the teaser for it.
Yeah, it was alright. There was not much to it. You watch an animated Will Smith turn into a pigeon.
Yeah. I suppose you're right.
So there you go. That's our review on the Spies in Disguise.
Check it out. We get B minuses.
B minuses.
The first one I got, I'm pretty excited for after I ended up seeing the first one probably now 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That reboot of Jumanji.
Yeah.
As a sequel coming out, Jumanji: The Next Level.
Yes.
What we get from this one is that there's a few extra players thrown in the mix.
Yeah.
So you're...
it's the same characters, but it seems like different people are playing as them.
Yes. So you have that. You still have some returning cast members, which is fun.
Yeah.
But you got some goofs in there.
Yeah.
As I think the Rock is Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
And Danny Glover is Kevin Hart. Don't ask me how they got sucked in, but they're in it now, babe.
Yep.
So catch the hilarity.
And the football player who played as Kevin Hart in the first one is now the Jack Black character.
Yes. Who knows where the rest of the kids went?
Yeah.
They're not there.
Yeah.
That we can see.
The main kid from the first one, he fixed the game console and then he disappeared and they're like, oh, he's probably back in the game, so now they're trying to find him.
Yep. Don't go fixing with stuff you don't understand.
Yep.
You're trying to play with Jumanji. Jumanji plays back.
Yeah. And the chick that was Karen Gillan in the first one is back as Karen Gillan.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a constant.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is the.
She is the control of this experiment.
She is the North Star of this series.
But it looks like a good time. I was totally surprised how much I liked Jumanji when it came out. And I kind of stalled on it for a while. Didn't see it for, I don't know, months. And it finally got out on home release. And watched it. And I was very pleasantly surprised. Really enjoyed it. So much so I probably brought it up on here probably multiple times.
I know, it's definitely one of those where it seemed like it was just going to be like a horrible, shitty cash grab, and it ended up being like one of the better movies of the year that it came out.
Yeah. It also made a ton of money, too, because it came out almost unopposed.
I know.
At the end of the year. Or I think maybe it came out the same year as Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And everyone dumped on Last Jedi, so they went to go see Jumanji instead. And then Jumanji ended up being in theaters longer than Last Jedi. Just raked in the money. I was so surprised. It made almost $1 billion, I think.
Oh, shit.
Insanity.
It's that rock. It's the rock for you.
It's got that rock power.
That rock power.
Got that rock star power. The other trailer I got is a fun little mystery whodunit.
Yeah.
Called Knives Out. I didn't know anything about this movie.
I heard some rumblings about it when it was first getting made, because I'm a decent fan of Rian Johnson.
Uh-huh.
I think Last Jedi was not my favorite Star Wars, but there's some things in it that I like. And even though there are problems with it, I do like Looper.
Yeah, I really like Looper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I always look forward to, seeing Rian Johnson and stuff. And, now he's doing, a whodunit murder mystery.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks super
the most
fun.
stacked cast.
Yeah. No kidding. They kept, introducing more people. I'm like, Jesus. Everybody is in this movie. You got freaking Chris Evans.
Yep. Jamie Lee Curtis. Lakeith Stansfield.
Yep.
You got fucking James Bond. What's his name?
Daniel Craig.
Fucking Michael Shannon.
Christopher Plummer.
The chick from 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah. It's just a ton of people in this movie.
So many fucking people in this.
So I'm really looking forward to
Toni Collette's in this, too.
Toni Collette's
Jesus.
in this? Come on.
Jesus Christ.
I also really like, too, that now Chris Evans is kind of done with, being Captain America.
Yeah.
He's, kind of diving a little bit back into his comedy roots a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Which I am
for it.
Way for.
Yeah.
The first thing I ever saw him in was Not Another Teen Movie. He was, the star of that movie.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? He went from that to Captain America.
He had a banana in his ass.
Jake Wilder. I don't know why I know that movie so much, but I think it is great.
Fantastic.
Great movie. But yeah, Knives Out looks super fun. And it looks like kind of tongue-in-cheek, a bit of maybe dark here and there.
Yeah.
Looks fun.
Yeah. They have a weird mural of a bunch of knives in the background.
Yeah, who knows what that is?
The fuck?
It's in Was it Suicide Squad trailer where the Joker is just laying in that circle of knives? It's like that, but on a wall. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Or it looks like the Game of Thrones throne if it were a wall of knives. All of these make sense.
What an amazing analogy. You're so smart.
I know things. So, yeah, I am looking forward to that. So check out the Knives Out trailer out on the internet.
Right on.
Or maybe you'll rent a home video with it in the beginning of your movie. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Maybe you're up all night to get lucky.
Maybe you'll get lucky. You'll rent the correct VHS and it'll be at the front of your video.
The fuck?
What is this show?
Try turning random movies.
Oh, yeah, that's still going.
Turning random movies. We had Monsters, Inc. versus King Kong.
Yeah.
We had a decent amount of votes, about 18 votes.
Saw the turnout. It was all right.
And King Kong took it.
Yep.
The 2005 King Kong beating Pixar.
Yep.
Well, Peter Jackson
That's
stuffing it to
That's right.
the dude that loves cars.
That's right. John Lasseter.
John Lasseter.
Suck it.
Freaking eating dirt.
King Kong's dirty
King
paw.
Kong ain't got shit on,
King Kong.
Well, Monsters Inc. ain't got shit on King Kong.
That's
pretty
right.
much.
There you go.
We're saying
Very
that.
good.
We're going to say that.
Training day.
Training day.
That's
King Kong is going to be, for sure, in the finals of the tournament. We got one more semi-final match.
Yep.
And it's going to be probably a burnout, because it's going to be Warm Bodies versus Misery.
Great. Warm Bodies versus Misery.
Which one are you?
I'm leaning towards Misery.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
So everyone put in their votes. Coming this next week.
Yeah. It's going to be Misery versus the movie that almost got beat by Wild Hogs. We'll see.
That'll
We'll
go
see
down.
who wins next week.
Oh, that fight for nothing. I can't wait to get to these finals.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
See
See what cream rose to the top.
Yeah. And then the winner of that will face King Kong. And the winner of that will be the movie that we review at a later date.
Yeah. Sure.
Out of these three, Troy, what are you thinking? Probably Misery?
I'm thinking Misery will take it. Unless for whatever reason Kong gets a lot of surprise votes for the finals.
Monsters are big.
He is a big monster.
Yeah. Well, big monsters are in.
You bet.
Godzilla
Oh, my
came
God.
out.
I like how none of us are talking about Warm Bodies either. I don't think Warm Bodies is going to take it.
Well,
Just a hunch. I might be out.
nobody's a big fan of an undead Romeo and Juliet retelling.
Not really. Surprised it got as far as it did, to be honest. But yeah. I think Misery might take it.
All right.
I think it might take it.
All right. Well, there you have it.
There you have it.
Troy's saying Misery's going to take it. We'll see.
What are you saying?
First, it's got to get through. I'll probably sure Misery.
No, all right.
Because it only makes sense because we never review anything in the 2000s.
That's true. But the fans make the decision.
That's true. They are nostalgic AF.
Choose with your votes. You decide.
Yes.
It's on you,
You
fans.
have the power.
That's right. It's resting in your hand right now. That phone, just click. You just gotta click.
Yeah. Connect. It's at your fingertips.
That's right. The World Wide Web.
The power is yours.
Take it! It's yours!
The movie named after you, right? Troy?
That's right. It's a good movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it in forever. Maybe it's a
Good
bad
movie. Better person.
All I know is that Nathan Jones gets stabbed in the neck in that movie.
Very fast, too.
Very fast and very early.
Does not last long.
The
Well,
Legend
Troy-
of Boggo Road gets stabbed in the neck in 2 seconds.
Oh, no one gives a shit about this.
Is that
Troy.
the show?
Well, that's it, everybody. That's it, everybody.
Okay.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
We are off.
What were you going to say?
The review for this week.
Yes. Oh, we're into it.
I guess. What else is there to say?
I thought you were going into something else before we got there. Great.
Is there any mail? No mail?
Oh, well, let me check.
Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Has what's his name gotten back to us about his music?
Not that I've seen, but wait till we open up here. No. He has not. Marcin Ramos.
Marcin Ramos. Come on, send us more music.
Do we want to hear one of those again?
Play another one of this?
Here you go. Halloween theme right here.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you don't wanna see my face, don't walk alone and never watch the moon.
There you go.
There you go. What a perfect lead into our review. What a perfect lead in.
That was better than any mail. Just kidding. It was not.
Hey, don't be shitting on Marsden Ramos.
It's not even. He's not even. He doesn't even listen to the show.
That's true. He just sent it to us because he saw that we were on there.
On some weird trending list for some hashtag we probably put up. That's why he sent it to us. I don't even know how he got our email address. It's creepy. Anyway, you can still write in.
Come on, Marsden Ramos.
Send us some more songs.
Send us more shit.
We'll make you go platinum. So what are we doing? Oh yeah, I Am Mother. Sorry, I had something else written down here, and I'm like, what does that mean? And then I just realized it was just said Knives Out. That's it. Crossing that out so I don't say it again. I Am Mother.
I Am Mother coming out on Knives Out. Damn it!
Came to fruition actually January 25th, 2019 at the Sundance Film Festival.
Wow.
From there, Netflix scooped up dem rights.
Get in here.
And it dropped June 7th on Netflix. Actually, earlier than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it came out just like a week ago, but it has been out almost a month at this point.
I kind of thought I remember seeing it every once in a while where I was like, oh, that'd be fun to watch, and then just never watching it.
And come July 18th, it's actually going to have a theatrical release in Australia.
Good eye.
Because this film was filmed in Australia, and the director is Australian. There you have it.
Right
Australia, look for it to drop on your Netflix and in theaters in a couple weeks.
I'm going to drop on your Netflix, a.k.a. theaters.
Apparently, other countries' Netflix is just like a catch-all of things that don't have their own...
Dude, I've heard Canada's Netflix is fucking awesome.
I think, like, pretty much any international Netflix I would prefer over America's.
Yeah. Like, I've heard Canada's Netflix, they'll get shows that are, like, out, that are just coming out. Like, they'll get their episodes as they drop.
Because of, like, some, it's, what is it called? Something with it's like other countries' internet.
Yeah.
They can't have like streaming rights for all these other things, so like they don't have like certain streaming networks, so it all gets just dumped onto their Netflix.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, God. And we're over here paying like fucking $30, $40 a month for different streaming services to get what we want to watch. You got it made.
You sons of bitches.
You got it made, a rest of world.
Yeah. Fucking Obama.
Yeah.
He's the reason why we have all these streaming services.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Rotten Tomatoes has I Am Mother at 91%. IMDb has it at a 6.8 out of 10. Metacritic, 64%. And loudandclear.com, 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Wow.
Yeah, there you have it.
No pretty high ones, but I don't know. That 6.8 or whatever seems a little low too.
I tried to, my top 3 I usually get pretty much ran a huge range of votes there. I know IMDb, or I know Rotten Tomatoes is just an aggregate.
Yeah.
So it's just like positive scores add up to 91%. But 6.8 out of 10 would consider to be a positive score.
Yeah.
In Rotten Tomatoes' eyes.
Yeah.
Metacritic, I don't know. What makes it rotten? 60% and lower?
I think it's 50%.
I can't remember. Regardless, Metacritic score teetering. Right around that rotten range. Ooh. But then you have Loud and Clear, 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Sounds pretty good.
Too shabby.
Not too shabby.
JT, what happened in I Am Mother?
Well, we are in a what seems to be a post-apocalyptic world where we are in a vault of some sort where a robotic being is birthing a child out of something like some weird womb or whatever.
Right.
And takes care of the child up to where she's old enough where she starts this robot starts teaching her things.
Mm-hmm.
And everything seems to be going all hunky-dory until a strange person comes up to the doorway and fills this girl's head with ideas that this quote-unquote mother that she's had all her life may not be who she says she is.
Hello. There you are. I Am Mother. I didn't know much about this at all, but I kept hearing from a ton of people that they're really enjoying this movie on Netflix. So I'm like, man.
Dinosaur Neil said he loved
liking it. I actually
it.
listened to the Weekly Planet this last week, and the host, Mr. Sunday Movies, said that he caught it and he really enjoyed it as well.
All right on.
So I'm like, oh my goodness, I better hop on this train. What am I waiting for? That's why I made it my pick for this last week.
For a guy that usually hates Netflix movies.
The most part, I've already been proven wrong for this. But I dipped my toe in. It's got things that I really like. I do like sci-fi.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah.
I like this kind of dystopia that this world created. I like the concept of like an AI raising a child.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie did like a lot of nods to other things that I like, and maybe... And I was going to say that maybe that's like a Netflix aggregate to like get people to watch, but it was made for Sundance and then Netflix picked it up, so it couldn't be.
Yeah.
But it also had like nods to Moon a little bit, I thought.
Yeah. I know, like the robot in this kind of reminded me a lot of like the Kevin Spacey AI in Moon.
And even the fact that for a chunk of it, it's just this girl and this robot. It's just a seclusion.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's kind of like Moon. And then I thought about it, and then I was reading up on the movie, and they said, like, yeah, it took references from Moon. I'm like, ha! I know things!
Suck it!
And, no!
Oh, God! No. You're getting mooned!
It also has, I think, heavy nods to the game Portal as well. Even, like, the kind of head design of the robot reminds me of like GLaDOS a little bit.
Yeah.
Even to the point where she's like forcing the girl on her birthday to have a cupcake and like having cake in Portal. Have you ever played Portal?
No.
Oh, it's super good.
Yeah.
But like the robot in that is like kind of nefarious.
Yeah.
Starts out kind of as your friend, and then but it turns evil or whatever. But like at one point it's like the cake is not real, but you should eat cake and all this kind of shit. It's super great. Like that's one of my favorite games of all time, and Portal 2 only gets better.
I know Molly always brings up Portal, so yeah, we'll probably end up playing it sometime.
Yeah, I should play it. It's so good.
All right, I'm sorry.
And
stop putting a gun on my face, Troy.
And the second one, J.K. Simmons is a voice in it.
Really?
Yeah, it's so great. Anyway,
I was getting like hints of like Ex Machina watching this.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Yeah.
What was really cool about this that really blew me away, that suit is practical. Like the robot is a practical suit made by Weta.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a really cool design.
Yeah.
And like even when they do like close-ups on it, like you can kind of see like there's like star stickers like scattered throughout where it's like Of course. It's just like, the robot's not going to give a shit, and like, it's living with a little girl.
Yeah. The one thing is, like, if this is like a weird dystopian future, like, those are at your disposal, like stickers.
They had
like,
a bunch of shit in there, though.
I know that, but I'm just like, it seems weird that, like, you wouldn't just have, like, rations, but you also have, like, stickers and all that.
Well,
anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Not to, like, spoil the end, though, but it seems like they had time to stock this place, wherever it is.
Yes.
For being something that was planned out for a while, this place was pretty well stocked.
Yeah, I really liked the twists and turns that this movie took, because they weren't, like, huge game-changing, like gotcha twists or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's, like, fun little things that keep the story just kind of moving along.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wait, did you check this out?
Yeah.
And then you would, and it's like, oh, somebody's not telling the truth here.
Yeah. Like, a lot of the twists in this are not so much, like, out of nowhere. It's like twists you, like, slowly settle into, where it's like, oh, shit.
Where the story weaves back and forth, and then you don't know who to trust and all that. I thought it was really fun there for the last, like, probably half of the movie.
Yeah, like, once they introduce Hilary Swank, it definitely is, you're kind of on the whole idea of, like, who do you trust from now on?
Yeah. I don't really want to... There's not... The plot isn't hugely extensive in this either.
No.
So there's not much you can talk about it that's not really spoilers.
Yeah. I like that it's definitely set up like a bottle film.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
You're set up in this, like, vault or wherever you are for pretty much the whole movie. There's, like, a brief instance where you go outside.
Right.
But it doesn't last that long. In fact, she ends up going back.
Yeah.
like she's outside for like a grand total of like 5 minutes of the movie. And it's like, oh, going back. But yeah, like a lot of this just kind of takes place in like this one room, and there's like 4 people all together that star in it, including a baby.
Right.
So
right, yeah. You have Clara Ruggard, who plays daughter. That's her name in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hilary Swank plays woman.
Yeah.
And then actually Rose Byrne plays the voice.
Rose Byrne was awesome.
Yeah.
As the voice of the robot.
Right.
Where like she has like a cool voice where it's like it's both cold and comforting at the same time.
I know. And it was really and even like in the I liked how they did, this is more on the aesthetics of the robot, but like in the beginning where it's kind of like a bit of a montage on like the robot like putting like the embryo in like the birthing chamber or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's also like getting like assembled, but like the warming like almost soft pads that was put on it to like raise kids and stuff.
Yeah, to kind of like mimic like what it feels like for like a human body.
Yeah.
To comfort a child, where it's like you can't comfort a kid with cold mechanical parts.
Right.
The kid's not gonna give a shit.
Right.
But, like if you like give it like something like warm and comforting to like nuzzle up to, like it's more likely to like fall asleep.
Right. And I thought that it was just a cool aesthetic.
Yeah, it was just like it was like something that just threw in there. Where I was like, oh, that's cool. They thought of that.
Yeah. But otherwise, would you have people try to check this out?
Yeah,
They
for
got
sure.
the Netflix.
Yeah, it's like a little under 2 hours, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah. So spoilers from here on out.
Okay.
JT,
Yeah.
if you're into it. I really liked the way that it was playing with the back and forth between Mother and Hilary Swank.
Yeah.
Where you think the world is devastated by this like disease.
Yeah. You're not really sure what it is. Like
The robot just says, "Don't go outside, or you'll become contaminated and diseased, or whatever."
There's definitely like bombs and stuff going off in the beginning, because it's like there's like all these like reverberations that's causing all of the lights to flicker on and off.
Mm-hmm. But then later on, you find out that it's more of like a Terminator kind of like extinction, where the robots like take over and are just wiping people out.
Yeah.
I wasn't super clear on why they were remaking Society, though. Were they remaking it in, like, their kind of image?
Their whole thing was, so you find out all along that the mother is the AI that ended the human race.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the way she describes it is that, like, it's a lot harder to try and reteach humanity, so that she just wanted to just completely end it and then start from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, because they even talk about how like the first kid that she made, she ended up killing because it was like, oh well, you're too dumb, and then like threw her in an incinerator.
Right.
So like, I think their whole thing was that like we're gonna start humanity over, but we're gonna get like a fresh start. So this whole facility's main goal was to pretty much raise like the closest thing they could to a good human being, and then grow from there.
Oh, okay. Right on. I actually, I think there was more than just one they got rid of, because they open up that chamber of like the cryogenic fetuses or whatever they are, embryos.
Oh yeah, because there's a whole line of them
whole line
gone.
missing.
Yeah.
So I actually at one point I thought that Hilary Swank was like a failed test subject.
Yeah.
That they just let out in the world. Because her and the daughter, I think, look pretty similar.
Yeah.
So I thought that maybe they had like kind of like cloned embryos or whatever.
Yeah.
And like Hilary Swank was like one of the first test subjects, and they're like, get rid of it. And so they just throw her outside.
Yeah.
And see if she can live on her own. That's never ever followed up on or anything
No.
like that, or a thing.
No,
it was
they
just my
insinuate
assumption.
like she like came from some caves, maybe.
Yeah, the mines.
The mines.
But you never see any of the mines.
Like the other chick in there, she kind of looks like a young Natalie Portman a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. But I thought both of them did amazing, and I was actually really shocked to see like. I'm gonna say, for a Netflix movie, I was like, Hilary Swank's in this. Wow, like she usually gets to pick and choose her roles now, and she decided to do this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a good role though.
Yeah, I'm not knocking it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I liked the movie.
Yeah.
But I was just like, of all the movies that you're gonna do this one, I'm like, okay, what caught your eye to that?
I don't know. Like, this is what I like the most about Netflix, where like so much of film nowadays, you either go like really heavy or you go like really light. And this is like one of those movies where it's like, I don't think you could ever sell this kind of movie in theaters today. Where it's like it takes place in one specific area the whole time, and like you could probably like put out a trailer that has like a few cool moments here and there, but then it's like you can like just hear like people just be like, do they ever leave that fucking place?
All the trailer breakdowns. It's like,
Yeah.
well, apparently the whole movie's.
I guess the whole movie could take place in this fucking like clean room. I don't know where the hell they are. It's boring as shit.
If you pause it at frame 600, you can see that it's the exact same mirror image of the one previous in the trailer.
So I've pretty much mapped out this whole place based on the trailer, and
because I like to have no fun in my life.
I need to know everything to its most analytical detail and not have fun. So I pretty much broke it down to the point where I'm just gonna shit on it when I see this.
But yeah, I agree. I don't think this movie is for like a mass audience, and I think if it did go to like a big theatrical showing, I don't think it would have garnered much praise.
Yeah.
But because it's in every household, pretty much, it's getting like good word of mouth.
Like
which
it makes
is probably better.
Yeah, like it makes me think where it's like, do you think like Panic Room, like the movie Panic Room, would that have been made today? Like if that came out,
I don't know.
like that would like Panic Room would probably be like something where it's like coming out on Netflix because people have too fucking short of a time, like short of a fucking attention span to be like, this takes place in one room.
Right.
Fuck this.
Right.
But Panic Room fucking kicks ass.
Yeah. And look at like a movie like Buried. It takes place in a coffin.
Oh, dude, Buried is awesome
and
too.
Buried kicks ass.
Oh, it's so good.
That is a good ass movie. If you haven't seen Buried, check out Buried.
Oh,
Ryan Reynolds only.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds in a box, buried underground.
90 minutes.
Yeah.
It's so compelling.
All the other characters are via cell phone.
Yeah.
Or shit, what's the name of that movie where it's Tom Hardy in a car? Lock.
I never saw Lock.
Yeah, it's Locke.
Okay.
But it's Tom Hardy in a car for like an hour and a half, and it's like in real time because they actually the whole movie is the time frame of driving from like London to like this other city that he's driving to.
Uh-huh.
And the whole movie is him pretty much like trying to do the right thing by like going to this woman that he like accidentally got pregnant, and now she's just giving birth and never told anyone in his life. So the whole movie is him calling like his work, who's like, if you don't show up tomorrow, you're fired, and his wife.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the whole movie is just him going back and forth between his work and his wife, like telling them to like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna be in today. I'm not gonna be in tomorrow because I gotta be at this woman's side as she gives birth to my child. After not saying a single thing to either of them, and it beats you. It like beats him down so much where it's compelling as hell.
Damn.
And it's just Tom Hardy in a car. It's really good.
There you go. Bottle films. Some are great.
Yeah.
Check those out.
Check out Buried Alive.
But I Am Mother is also great. As I said, like the Weta suit is great. I love. I want to say this. Like I wasn't a huge fan of like the very end where like it turns out like the AI just is controlling everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I didn't know what to really expect, but it went kind of against my expectations. And I was like, okay. But it was also like, I would have probably enjoyed this movie even more if I didn't have to watch it with a screaming kid in the background.
That's true.
Just like screaming that she wants to go outside or watch something else. And I'm like, we will watch something else after Daddy watches his movie. We only have 30 minutes left. Please hold on.
For the love of God!
We will get there. Just a minute. So, but yeah, I think the performances in this are great from everybody, even the robot. Thought it was great. I don't know what else to say. Like, I just, I think it's really well done. Its simplicity is also like its benefit. Like it's not super overly complicated. As I said, it's got like twists and turns and stuff in it, but it's nothing that like it comes out of nowhere and you're like, what? Like even like those small little things, they go back and once like Hilary Swank comes in, she's like nursing a bullet wound.
Yeah.
And so they like extract the bullet from him.
Yeah.
And then Mother says like, well, the bullet I extracted is the exact same caliber bullet she took from her shotgun.
Yeah.
So she shot herself or something like that.
Or somebody who was human shot her.
Right.
Where it's like she's probably like a thief or some kind of criminal that's running from the law.
Right. And now she's inside your shit.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, fuck. And so then there's like a small little interrogation there. And they're like, did you even look at the bullets to check? And they're like, oh, no, I didn't. Yeah. So then there's that whole thing where they go check.
Yeah, she's being bounced back and forth between these two people that have like different things that they're saying about each other.
Right.
Where it's... Yeah, that's why it gave me a lot of like Ex Machina vibes, where it just reminded me a lot of like Oscar Isaac and like the robot chick just being like, "Oh, is that what he said? Oh, you should probably see if he's really telling the truth there." Like just going back and forth, where like you just take this naive person that's just like, "Just tell me what to do."
Yeah, but I thought that was super fun. And then when it finally got to when they escaped, I kind of wanted to know more about what was going on outside, and you never really get it.
No, it's pretty much everything's just kind of like a wasteland.
Yeah.
And they're like growing corn.
Right.
Which like, it shows that like they're like preparing for like the human race to come back.
Yeah. And so you see like this just fields and fields and fields of like corn as far as the eye can see. So I was like, Interstellar, what is going on here?
Matthew McConaughey shows up. All right.
Sees an angel or whatever it is, whatever happens in that movie. I really dug that, but then I was like, so is there more out there somewhere?
Yeah.
That's what I kind of wanted to, like, I wanted to dive in just a little bit more like that. That's why I kind of thought, because of its ambiguity, that's like, oh no, she's the only one outside, that I was like, maybe she's like a failed experiment that was tossed outside. She never got that far.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's just my bullshit hunch.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the thing I like about it is that, like, the two kind of forces that are pulling at, like, this girl in the middle, like, you kind of come to the realization at the end that neither one of them have, like, righteous in their ideals. Like... You have Mother, who's just like this AI that's killed the entire human race.
Right.
And But like everything is so far gone up to this point where it's like you almost kind of have to trust her, because if you don't trust her, then everything's just going to just end altogether.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Hilary Swank, who is like, she's definitely on the idea that like this, whatever this AI is, it's evil and it's killed everyone, so we can't trust it regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But then going back with her, she realizes like, oh, you literally have nothing going for yourself. You're living in this fucking like you're living in this storage compartment that like was like off this shipwrecked thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just kind of like waiting to die.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, well, I just didn't want to be lonely, so I tricked you to come out here to just live with me. Like there's no other people. It's like her and her dog.
Right.
And then she's like, oh, well, come on, let's eat some corn. It's like, well, then if I stay with you, like nothing's gonna flourish from this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're both female.
Mm-hmm.
We can't repopulate.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like,
we're hosed.
yeah, like it's like so just giving into like this person that probably has like better ideals than this AI. It's like, well, if I stay with you, the human race is completely done for.
Yeah.
So if I go back to this AI, at least we'll be able to flourish as the human race again.
Yeah, I didn't even go that far. I just went with almost pure aesthetics only when they got outside, and she's like, well, this is it. This is my old semi-trailer that I now live in.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, well, inside I had, like, heat and 3 square meals a day.
Yeah.
And like entertainment.
But
I could watch the Tonight Show if I wanted to.
But up to this point, she was giving off the idea that like, oh, I live with like this like whole race of people. Like we're all together. Like we're working together to survive. Or you get the idea that like if that was the point, she'd probably be on board. But if it's just those two, and she's just legit just tricked her to come out just to be like, I just don't want to be alone anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of look at like this terrible thing that this AI did, and for some reason it seems more selfless than this woman who has not done that.
Yeah.
And where you're just like, ugh, it like fucks with your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, because again, this also has the class lesson that explains the plot of the movie, where she does the whole thing where like she does that lesson where she's like, okay, well, you have 5 people and you have 1 person that can be cured now, and you have 4 people that could be cured if you killed this 1 person.
Right.
So what do you do? And then it's like, okay, well then what if the person that you kill is the doctor? Then what do you do?
Right.
Like, so it's like it's like this whole ethics idea, where she's almost kind of like preparing her to be like, okay, well, you picked this, so surprise, I kind of did that, but like on a way larger scale.
Yeah.
But I like that whole idea of it, where it's like she's trying to put across what she did without really showing what she did.
Yeah. It's almost like, oh shoot, what's it like? Who's the guy in Prometheus? Who's Fassbender in Prometheus? David. Like playing God. Like man made him, and now he's playing God and creating other things. That's kind of like what the robot is. Like man made the robot. The robot was like, well, humanity's going to kill themselves, so I'm just going to do it right here and start all over.
Yeah.
And then it just creates its own humanity to grow up in the way they want it to.
Yeah, but it's weird because like with David, it feels more kind of selfish, where like he's like, I want to be the god over something, whereas I don't know, like the AI in this, it felt more like, well, if I don't do anything, humanity's just gonna kill itself, so I'm just gonna get in front of it, kill them right now, and then start over with the idea that maybe I'll introduce someone that can, like, right at the forefront, make it so that people don't get as bad as they would.
Right.
It's weird.
It is weird.
I wonder, like, if certain people see this, if they'll be like, this is like a total like abortion thing.
I don't know. I don't get any of that from it.
Like, I don't know. Like, it feels like like the whole like like making sure that the right person stays in or whatever. I don't know. I feel
think
like
that's a loose connection.
I don't know. I could totally see someone being like, "Oh, this is totally like a pro-abortion movie." It's like,
no, I don't think it is. Just a cold AI.
Yeah, but it's like playing off the idea that like you need like playing towards like the best ideals of humanity.
Yeah, I get it.
But it's like,
I think that's still just a stretch. I don't think so. But yeah, other than that, I don't have much else besides like I just pretty much enjoyed the movie. It's a nice, tight, just right under 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Any special effects in it are super clean.
Yeah. That robot runs like a mofo.
And it's like super scary. It reminds me of the Boston Dynamics robots. If
know.
they were running at you, like, oh shit.
Like that one scene where like that alarm goes off and it's just like out of nowhere, just like and then just fucking just runs.
Sprints down the hallway.
Like doesn't even like have to think. It's just like running.
Running mode enabled.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it runs like a few times in this movie. You'd think Tom Cruise is under that goddamn
No shit.
thing.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is under the fucking robot thing.
But yeah, I if you want to go for the grades, I'll go right now.
Go for it.
It didn't totally blow me away.
Yeah.
But I had a great time during it, and it made you think. It's like it got a nice philosophical kind of ending to it.
Yeah.
So I think I'd give it like a B+. I really enjoy it.
I want to go back and like rewatch Ex Machina because I know Molly always kind of shits on it, but like I always go back and think about that I liked it, and this reminded me so much of it where I'm like I kind of want to compare the two to see what it's like.
Yeah,
but
I have seen Ex Machina fairly recently, and I kind of got vibe from it here, but like they're completely different movies.
Yeah,
but I really like Ex Machina. I think it's really good. I
Yeah.
don't know why she would shit on it.
I don't know. Molly's
Up her own ass or something.
She's too busy liking Sucker Punch. God damn it.
God damn it. I always forget about that, and then you bring it up, and then it just hurts me.
Surprised she hasn't brought it up for us to watch sometime. maybe just shit on it so much, she's just like, forget it.
Forget it. I can only take so much of me getting shit on.
I'm so glad she's listening to this show. No, when OJ's probably gonna fucking like tweet her directly and be like, you know your fiance's talking shit about you online, right?
She'll go back and listen to every episode, get so much dirt on
and then
you.
she'll just fucking throw me to the curb, and I'm gonna find OJ.
Well, that's all right. I have so many people that
look what you did.
I have so many people now at work that listen to the show, and I'm like, well, now I can no longer run for a public office if I ever wanted to. So, yeah, I guess you're in the same boat as me.
I think we both fucked up on that.
Not that I would ever want to, but now it's just completely out of the question.
You go back enough episodes, you'll probably find enough stuff about us where it's like, well, we can't really do anything.
Yeah. We're just now stuck here doing this show.
We probably
forever.
can't get other jobs because of this. We're probably stuck in our jobs from now on because then they'll be like, hey, I want to apply for this. It's like, okay, well, let me. Oh, you have a podcast. I'll listen to all of them tonight. We'll see just how clean you are.
Yeah. Oh, brother. What was your grade? Did you? End up grading it?
Yeah, I'll give it a B+ too. I enjoyed it.
Very good.
I enjoyed it quite a
I'm
bit.
gonna put this down here. JNT equals B+.
Oh, fantastic.
There we go. Been trying to write down them scores,
Fantastic.
to go back to them for
so we can
no reason.
Future reference.
Yeah. Even though I'll try to go find them later, and I'll be like, I don't know where any of this is, but they're written down somewhere. Don't you forget it.
Don't you forget it.
Well, besides that, JT, have you been into anything else this last week?
I watched the Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston movie, The Upside.
Uh-huh.
Because there's nothing else on Netflix DVD that I wanted to rent.
Right.
So I rented that, and you know what? It's pretty charming.
Okay. All right.
I was surprised. I remember when the trailer came out, I was like, this looks like some sappy bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I think a big chunk of the movie is just them kind of fucking with each other and kind of making fun of each other.
Uh-huh.
Where it was like, they actually seem like a genuine friends. Where I was kind of digging it.
Awesome.
Like, there's like a scene where like Bryan Cranston gets depressed, so then like Kevin Hart's like trying to cheer him up, so then he's like he keeps like shaving his beard into different shapes, and it gets down to like a Hitler mustache, and he just keeps like combing his hair over, like, oh no, no, and he can't stop him because he's got like he's paralyzed from the neck down, so he's just like slowly combing his hair over into like a Hitler look. Like he like shaves he shaves it first, like, what am I, Charlie Chaplin? Then just like slowly starts combing his hair, like, oh no. Like there's actually some funny moments in there, and like
right.
I actually think Kevin Hart's like pretty good when he settles down.
Yeah.
Like there's some pretty decent moments in there with Kevin Hart where I was like, I kind of did Kevin Hart as an actor.
Okay. I don't think he's ever bad. It's just that like when he was in Everything like a year or two ago, it's just like, oh my God, it's getting Kevin Hart overload. I mean, I'm glad he found his time and like made a ton of money. Good for him.
Yep.
Like, but at the same time, it's like oversaturation it's not well.
Yeah. But like in this, like he tones it down a lot more where like he definitely plays a guy that you can get behind. And
good.
I dug it quite a bit. And Bryan Cranston's he's Bryan Cranston, so he's fucking awesome.
Great.
So yeah, I'd check it out.
Okay.
The Upside.
The Upside.
Especially for a year where it just feels like there's not a lot of stuff out that I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch this and be like, this is a movie I thought it was going to be absolute dog shit, and I kind of dug it.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome.
Anything else?
I've been watching a lot of Family Matters lately.
You told me
based off of our discussion last week and the fact that I found a video on Twitter where someone deep faked the entire opening credits of Family Matters to look like Mike Tyson. And
perfect.
Yeah, so I after both those, I was like, I need to go back and watch some Family Matters. So I started on the second season because I remember trying to get into it like a while ago, and I started with the first season, and like I was like, fuck this, because like they didn't even have Urkel in it yet, and it was just like, it just seemed like every like shitty like family sitcom. So then like I've gotten to the second season, and like, yeah, it's good. Like not everything hits,
right?
But like when it does hit, like I almost have to like kind of like keep myself from laughing too hard to wake Molly up because I watch it at night before I go to bed. But like there's some good shit in there.
Awesome.
And
what's it on?
It's on Hulu.
Okay, great.
But yeah, like there's like one scene where like Urkel was like late for class, so he like bum rushes in and he trips over a desk and falls into the American flag and then falls against the map, which hauls him up. And then like it like hauls him up to like the top, and then he like holds the flag out, and then everyone gets up and says the Pledge of Allegiance. It's so stupid, but it's so goddamn funny. Like the teacher's like, no, we don't do it yet. It just Urkel's holding the flag.
God, I'm gonna have to check some of this out. I got a fairly large leave coming up pretty soon, so maybe I'll binge on some Family Matters.
I'm digging it.
Awesome.
Like I'm trying to like find that moment where it jumps the shark.
Oh yeah, it just gets crazy.
I was looking at BuzzFeed has like the top 10 most crazy Family Matters episodes. So I was reading through that list, and like there's like one where Urkel shrinks him and Carl, and they do the entire episode is pretty much Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with Steve Urkel and Carl. Like I guess
what is even that show?
Like I guess there's a point where they run from a cat and they have to hide in a mouse hole and shit.
Jesus Christ! Fucking turns into Tom and Jerry.
And I guess he builds a Robo Urkel at one point.
What is happening?
I can't wait.
Just juxtapose that from the first the pilot episode.
Yeah,
just a wholesome family show. Turns into Carl shrinking and hiding in a mouse hole. Jesus Christ. Probably the only episode where there's a cat in the house, too.
Probably. They do some crazy shit. Like, I'm not even, like, that far into the second season. They do some crazy shit. Like, Eddie crashes the car into the house.
Oh, I think I remember that episode.
Yeah. Like, that was like, Eddie crashes the car into the house, and Steve takes the blame, and then he gets sent to military school.
Urkel in military school. Classic.
But no, I'm having fun. I'm looking forward to watching some more Family Matters.
I'm gonna have to get into this shit very soon.
I think the last one I watched, Urkel goes on a ride along with Carl, and they track down this robber into a train car, and they accidentally get locked into one of the cars, and they have to ride a train for a while. They ride a train car with a bunch of cows.
Great. Carl Otis Winslow's.
Yeah, a bunch of Carl Otis Winslows.
Oh my god, I need to watch some Family Matters stats.
There we go. There we go. Well, since we're doing these side apps, maybe we'll do like some where we're at in Family Matters retrospectives at some point.
Sounds good. I was into a few things this last week, JT.
Do it.
Chelsea put on the Adam Devine comedy special, the Netflix comedy
Divine?
special. Divine? Is it Devine? Divine?
I've heard Divine.
Then it's Divine. Sure. Why not? Did you watch that one?
No, I wanted to.
I think it's okay.
Okay.
He seems nervous to be on stage to do stand-up.
Yeah.
Like I like him in things.
Yeah.
But as a stand-up, I'm like, okay. It's okay. And he like diffuses almost every single joke with like, that's stupid. And I'm like, oh, do you have to
probably
do
what I do when I'm in stand-up.
Probably me too, but I'm just like, you just seem like really jittery right off the bat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, it's okay. It's not my favorite one, but it's not bad. There's a few things in it that I really appreciated.
Yeah.
Like the one joke, he's like, how many people are here disappointed because they thought this was Adam Levine? So that was pretty good. I rewatched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 days ago.
I started rewatching that.
God, what a good movie.
It is so good.
It is so good.
Yeah. Like I think I like just left off when like all those villains like descend on Aunt May's house.
Oh, okay.
But even up to that point I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Movie's so fucking good.
Yeah, I love it. I could watch it again right now. And both me and Chelsea sat down and watched it.
Yeah, because Chelsea hasn't seen it yet, has she?
She's seen that one, but she hasn't seen Spider-Man Homecoming yet.
Oh, really?
And that's what we were trying to find to watch that before we go and see Far From Home on Friday.
Yeah.
But it's not on anything, and we were like, I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't think I own it either, so...
I think I own it, because I think I got it on Black Friday.
The only DVD player, though, I have is in this room.
Oh, shit.
I don't have anything else anywhere else. It's all streaming everywhere else. I know.
Shit.
So she doesn't want to sit in here and do that shit. It's too hot.
Got that fan.
That fan
that ceiling fan that
does fucking nothing.
It just moves hot air around you.
And I also caught up on all of the Immortal Hulk comic series.
Wonderful.
This series is so good.
Yeah.
It's probably the best comic coming out right now. It's from at least the big two anyway.
Nice.
It's amazing. Like every single week every single month when it comes out, it's like, man, I can't believe that it's still consistently good. And it's like at 20 issues, I think, next month.
Yeah.
Still great.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, if you're into comics, pick up Immortal Hulk. It's got like 3 trades out right now, so you can pick them up for probably fairly cheap, but it's great. So check out Immortal Hulk.
Pick it up now.
There's
a goddamn moth.
Jesus. Except that the writer has blocked me on Twitter for some reason.
What?
I don't know.
You guys talking shit on...
No, we've only done...
Shit on
we've only praised. That's all we've done is praise this book. And I go and I try to tag him in something to praise the book more. And I can't, like, find his name for whatever reason. So I go and search it out on our, like, Twitter page.
Yep.
And he hasn't blocked this one. The review one. So I'm like, wait a minute. And so I find out what his name is, go to it, and it's like, he's blocked you. I'm like, why?
Fuck these fucking YouTubing punks talking about
He hasn't
comics.
blocked Dave. He's only blocked me. Apparently, he uses, like, blockchain or something. So somebody that either follows me or I follow, he doesn't like.
Uh-oh.
And he's blocked them, and so by transitive property, he's also blocked me.
Well, Troy,
I must be friends with some sort of scumbag.
Yeah, you're hanging with a real shady crowd on Twitter.
Oh, brother. So, anyway, I think that's all I've been into. So, JT, if people want to talk robots with you, where can they do
I
so?
love robots. Try me at Bucky for Everyone on Twitter, also Bucky for Everyone on Instagram, and Bucky for Everyone on Snapchat. Troy.
Try me at
Try me!
at Troy to the Max on Twitter. Try us both at Review
Give us
Review
a
Pod
taste.
on Twitter as well. While you're there, vote for the tourney of random movies. The last semifinal match is coming out this week. We got Misery versus Warm Bodies.
Check it out.
Cast with your feelings. Do what is right. If you're listening to the show, you're doing something right, but our hosting site is reviewreviewpod.podbean.com, and you can listen to us on also a multitude of other platforms such as Stitcher, Spotify, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcasts. And if you listen to us there, you can rate and review us there. If you like the show, that helps other people find the show. And if you want to write in, such as Marston Ramos,
Send us some
songs.
Send us your songs.
We will gracefully listen to them.
We are award-winning record producers.
That's right. Send us your mixtapes at reviewreviewpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
That's the show. Next Thursday, Spider-Man.
Next Thursday, Spider-Man.
For sure.
But this coming Monday,
Yeah.
we're going to do a little experiment. We're going to try and do our first episode of Shooting the Shit,
That's right.
where we're just going to talk about what's on our minds.
It's free form.
Yeah.
That's whatever comes up.
Yep.
It's going to be great.
We'll figure it out. We'll see how it plays out. A little experiment. Come with us. Come with us on this journey.
Yeah, join us, will you?
Join us.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
That's not going to be the show.
That's going to be the whole show.
That's
Can't
what this
wait.
show is.
We do all of our dumb shit on this show.
The one that everyone listens to. But until then, JT, where we going to be shooting shits
Yep. And then talking about Spider-Man
on Thursday.
on Thursday.
I have been short of the Max Extreme.
I am a JT3K.
We are off.
Hit your mic.
Sorry.